Welcome everybody to this instructional video. We have Arya here. I wanted to put out a bit of a longer video, and I'm basically just gonna voice over this as we go, to explain a few things about dog massage therapy, how to read body language, and just to dispel any, everybody always, when they find out I do this, I'm a dog massage therapist, they think it's all, belly scratches and kisses. And, there are a lot of belly scratches, there are a lot of kisses, but I just want to show that this is a good example. I had Arya here for about an hour, and this is the third time I met her. I've had a couple of sessions with her before, and we're having a great time here. This is high level massage work here, people. But it's, before I can do anything, before I can really do any good massage work, I have to build a bond with the dog, right? And some dogs will, they'll come in and the bond will be there straight away, and they love getting massaged. Some dogs, it takes sessions and sessions before they warm up to me. Now here, there's a helicopter going outside, so I'm just solidarity in. I'm just bonding with Arya here, right? She's looking out the window. What's going on? There's noise, so I join her. And the important thing here, what I'm doing is I'm not rushing her. I'm just letting her run around, do her thing, get her comfortable, get her try to get up on a couch here, maybe have a little couch hang, or not. Psych. Just making sure that she's as comfortable as she can be. I'm not making her go at a pace that she's uncomfortable with. I'm not here to alpha her. I'm here to build trust and build a bond with her, so that I can do a full massage session with her eventually. But it's just important that I get to know her, that she gets to know me, and that we build a bond so that she can trust me. Now here, we've been at a few minutes, and I've done a couple of surface level stuff, but not too crazy. We're having a bit of fun here. She's a bit amped up, so I respond to her energy. I have had my hands on her a good bit here, doing nothing, in particular, nothing too crazy yet, but just trying to wait her out, wait until she's as comfortable as she can be. She brought her toy here, so that's keeping her nice and relaxed as well. Here I'm just giving some scratches in the back because she's responding to it. So I'm just having fun with her. Not getting into anything too nitty gritty yet, but just showing her that I'm her friend. We're gonna have a good time. Shake it off there, Arya. Yeah, good girl. And again, it's just letting her go at her pace. Let her go into the kitchen, walk around, get used to the smells and everything. Try to engage her again. Here we go. Okay, so she's fully prone here. So here I start doing a little bit of specific work, right? Doing some squeeze compression on her legs. This is great. The legs are a great spot for squeeze compression. The muscles are kind of all long and sinewy, and wrap around the leg muscles. So I'm just going up and down her front legs here, palpating then a little bit, not going too hard. Again, I wouldn't normally start with the paws, but this is what is, oh yeah, okay, so here I get comfortable. She's been quiet for a while, and I think, okay, I'll move in for the kill here. Big mistake. I move the pillow, she's, responding to me. What's going on? A few hand licks, and you'll see here I try and get a little bit closer, and I see she's coming up. So yeah, I back off. We have a little bit of another bonding moment here. Tell her she's a good girl. She loves kissing my hands again. So again, this is all just bonding. This is work that I'm doing to make our further sessions easier and get more out of the sessions that I have coming up with her. We go into the kitchen, she was sniffing around earlier, so I go in there, take a look around. come back, take a sip of my hot cocoa. She decides to just hang out over there again, completely fine. Everything's at her pace, she's the boss. Wander around here, she keeps on going over to the record player. So I'm playing records, which I decided to change it here because she was just responding to a little bit. So I think I was listening to Yin Yin. And I switch over to Carbo. Okay, so here I bring in some treats, and you see her through the plant here, as you can see. So I made a mistake the last couple of times I had her in when I was giving her copious treats, and being a food motivated dog, it distracted her more than focused her. So I tried a different tack today. I didn't do any treats at all until now. I asked her to come over, I asked her to come down, get her into position that I want to have her in, and then slowly just give her a little treat here. Tell her she's a good girl. There we go. Again, building the bond, building the trust. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, does she go down? Does she go fully prone? Not yet, not yet. Maybe she's waiting for another treat. She doesn't get it. So, I start doing some circular friction on her midsection here. Again, this is opportunistic. Whatever body part she is offering to me, I'm working on. Normally, here we go. Oh yeah, now we're relaxed. Okay, so this is good. This is great. I move a little bit closer again. Just try and get as close to her as I can without intimidating her. And basically, I want to be as comfortable as possible here because I don't want to overextend and hurt myself. So as close as I can get to her now. Okay, so I start compressing her neck here, and you'll see straight away she reacts. So, and I've noticed as well, the compression stroke, she just responds to she just doesn't really seem to like it a whole lot. So I couldn't do a whole lot there. She's licking me again. This could be a stress response, it could be affection. I tried to do it a little bit more just to see. I switched to circular friction. Again, I'm coming into her chest here. She's nice and relaxed. I'm holding her paw with my hand, so that's just to comfort her. I always try to have two hands on the dog at all times, and this is just really light circular friction here, surface level stuff, but she's responding to it. She's letting me know that she's not necessarily into what I'm doing right there. That left side thoracic limb, which we'll see, seems to be a little bit sensitive, and there's a few more instances later on. Now, here, the smell. She smells the treats, so nothing wrong with her sense of smell, but that breaks her out of her zone, and she's again just looking forward to the treats there. Moves back down, gives up. Take a little bit more. Again, this is just exploratory stuff, just feeling different parts of her to see how she's responding. Does she want a bit of water there? She should go for any water. That's fine. Get her back down, a couple more treats. Okay, and here, alright, boom, down again, perfect. Okay, so this is another perfectly prompt position. This is the ideal position that we want. Again, my left hand is just holding her limb there, and then I'm going to start palpating the front of her shoulder here. So I'm just drawing a line up and down, and then the back. And again, see, as soon as I got in the back, she got up again. So this is contraindication. Okay, so this is when we're massaging our dogs, we have to pay attention to their body language. We have to be in tune with what they're telling us. They can't let us know what's hurting, what's sensitive verbally, but it's how they move and it's how they react. So take a little break here, take a nice photo of her, stick it up on Instagram. Again, I'm just ignoring her, just really letting her, have her own little moment, get used to the energy of the room, get used to my energy, come back down. And alright, yeah, so this is a good little stroke here. This is kneading or jostling, not nosseling. It's basically, there's some loose fascia in the neck area of all dogs. It's not connected to anything. Fascia is a connective tissue that covers the whole body, but it's loose up on the neck. So it's a really nice area for us to do some easy work. All I'm doing is I'm lifting up the fascia and I'm folding it over. I'm not pinching it, I'm not ripping it up. It's a very soft, gentle motion. It's basically if you're kneading bread dough is is what it's like. And she has a nice bit of loose fascia all on the top of her neck and even down into the side of her chest there as well. So a couple of rounds of that is nice, and I just smooth everything down. Again, I'm not doing anything for too long here. I'm just, again, getting to know her tolerances, and getting her used to my touch. Now, so you see here, I'm looking at her, but my left hand is moving. So my right hand is on her neck, not putting any pressure. It's just, again, for comfort, while I'm palpating her biceps femoris muscle in her thigh. I'm testing out to see if she reacts. I'm testing to see if I get any area that she, doesn't like, so I can, make a note of that for later. Now, I go and do some palpation along her spine to the back of her top line, and start doing some circular friction on the point of hip and into the pelvic area as well. Again, this is exploratory stuff. I'm testing out to see how she reacts, if there's any spots that I need to concentrate on later, further down the line, and so far so good. And again, just doing a little and I think this was a reaction to a song on the record player. I was playing Caribou. For any Caribou fans out there, I was a little bit too boppy first, so I switched to Khruangbin, one of my favorites. A little bit easier tones. Okay, so here we go. This is a good little segment. So I'm spraying a little bit of hemp seed oil on my hands. This is a great thing because it distracts her. So anytime there's a dog who, Arya's been moving around a lot, she hasn't sat still to allow me to do an extended bit of massage. So I just put a little bit of oil on my hands. She has a field day licking it off here while I get to do some work on her inner thigh in the back here. Now, she's not in the most ideal position for me to do work on her inner thigh, but it is open to me, so I start doing some work. And again, I'm just feeling around. I'm just doing a light level of pressure, trying to get into the inner pelvic muscles. It's one of the best areas we can massage on our dogs. But you'll see as she's licking my hand, she's happy out, and it's letting me do a good bit of work here. Now I switch to backhand compression on the outer thigh, the biceps femoris, so I get the inside and the outside of the thigh there. Normally when she's in her prone position, she can let me get into that area, so I'm not too worried about it. But again, I'm just testing things out here and building up as we go. Now I switch over to my left hand because she licked everything off switching to my right hand, she licked everything off my left hand. Give a little break there. Little head scratches are always welcome. And then I'm just figuring out, okay, what else can I do while I have her in this position? Give her a treat because she's such a good girl. Another distraction tactic, and let's get into her midsection here on the opposite side. But you'll see here, I don't think she lets me do this too long, so I'm just kind of compressing and popping. Yeah, she again gets up. That's fine, Arya, we don't have to do that. You're the boss. Move to a stiff position, again licking the oil off my hand while I do some palpation on her midsection. Ask her to come down to the proper position, which is great. And again, I'm just doing a little bit of palpation on the legs, talking to her, making sure she's okay. See if she wants to get up on the couch. Nope. But she sits in front of me. So this is okay. So for anybody watching at home who's thinking about learning dog massage or wanting to figure out how can they massage their dogs, this is a pretty standard position. You're going to be sitting on the couch and they're going to be at your feet. Okay. This is a great opportunity for massage time here. Okay. She's been with me for about half an hour at least now. She's calmed down quite a bit, and again I'm just trying to get her into that fully prone position. Boom, there we go. Alright, it's so funny how she puts her leg, she cocks that leg up every time as well. So it's almost like she's inviting me to work down there, which I do. So anytime we can get to the inner thigh, it's amazing for them. The back end, I'm just doing slap percussion here, so I'm just going left and right, up and down, all along the soft tissue here. Constantly looking back at her to make sure she's okay, seeing if her eyes are open or closed, how relaxed she is, and I'm holding the limb here in my left hand. But the inner thigh, the back end is our power, it's our engine room, right? Unfortunately, as our dogs get older, the engine room, the muscles back there start to degrade, and we get hip dysplasia, we get arthritis, all of that stuff. As soon as our dog's back end starts to go, the front end, which is normally the support end, the supporting muscles for our trunk and everything are up there. They start to do, or they're asked to do more work. So anytime you can massage the pelvic limb of your dog is great time for that. Now I'm working on her glute here, and back into her biceps for Mora's muscle, her thigh muscle, and I'm just doing some compression here, which she seems to like. She didn't like it up on the thoracic limb, which we'll see again in a minute, but she's liking the back here. So I'm just doing some light, that's palpating the glute there again. The glute is right at the back of our dog. Big old beefy muscles, really good ones to work on. We can do a lot of work down there, so just smoothing it down there. I did a couple of minutes of that was fine. I don't want to push it, I don't want, now she's in a good position here, so I try and get a couple more treats, which she's obviously very interested in. But I don't give them away too easily. I try to get her to come back down, which she does. And give her one more treat. Good girl, Arya. By the way, I'll just take this time to plug, I'll be doing a lot of online workshops. If you want to book a massage workshop for you and your dog, visit my website, www.caninemassagetherapy.ca. All of the info is there. I do group workshops and private workshops, so if you want to spend a fun hour with you and your dog and some friends even, let's do it. Let's do some workshops. Anyway, so I'm drawing, her leg is kind of blocking here, but I'm drawing kind of a square on her midsection, right at her belly, right behind her elbow. So when we work on the midsection, when we think about it, there's basically two big flat muscles. There's the latissimus dorsi and our trapezius. The latissimus dorsi covers the majority of it. It's the biggest muscle in the body. So there's no joints, there's no articulation. It's just one big flat surface. But all of our viscera are under there. So all of our organs are under there. Anytime we do work on that area, we're going to support organ function. So our lungs, our kidneys, our heart, what else? All the organs anyway. So palpating lines along the midsection is great to get the ribs, the cartilage in between the ribs, all of that, those muscles. It's a good way to just get messages and send messages underneath to the organs. Now, I was thinking there, what am I going to do here now? Because we've touched a little bit on everything. I decided to do some head massage here. I'm just doing some squeeze palpation on her ears. The head is a wonderful area to massage for lots of reasons. One of them is it's an area that our dogs are very, very used to being touched in anyway, right? That's how we kind of interact with them in the first instance. We play with their heads, so they're used to being touched there. We're never going to be worried about injuries with the heads, really, just because anything that happens up there are more kind of scrapes or nicks or whatever, cuts. But here I'm just drawing, palpating circles around her eyes. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of really small muscles on the face that are very important for communication. Our dogs see the world through their nose. The scent muscles in and around their snout. Here I am again, just doing palpating lines down her snout. Getting her flues there. There's just loads of really small muscles that we can do some really good work on and really, really relax our dogs. Drawing a little circular friction there. I'm getting to her masseter here. The masseter is one of the bigger muscles on the head. Any dog who has digestive issues or eating issues, masseter massage can help. She didn't like her lips being touched there, so I don't push it. And yeah, here I do some nice circular friction on her left masseter. Her eyes are closed, she's nice and relaxed. Doesn't seem to be minding this at all, which is great. And yeah, again, I'm just making sure I'm constantly moving. I'm not doing the same spot over and over again. Try to do a little bit of compression too, why not? And then just smooth it out. Now, okay, so I think now I start getting into her. So I'm palpating around the back of her skull here. This is a really nice area to do, very relaxing for them. A nice endorphin release area. You're just drawing lines following the natural curvature of the skull. Really, really nice to do. Just, yeah, that semicircle up and down with your fingertip. Very nice. Now, you're going to see something here. I'm going to go to her thoracic limb here again. Okay, so pay attention here. So, I'm just doing a little bit of circular friction down the side of her neck and the back of her head. And we're almost finished here. Basically, I'm going to find a spasm that she's going to react to. So here, I'm drawing in front of her bicep again, following the curvature of the shoulder blade of the scapula, the front of the scapula. Everything's fine. A few rounds. I go on the back here, change to my thumb. You see her eyes open here, okay? So this is the same area that we were doing earlier on that she kind of responded to. So I go down again. And where is it? Any second now. Start doing some compression on the muscles. Okay, so there was a little reaction, and right there again her ears twitched and I felt the spasm. So I'm going to pinpoint it and I'm going to do some cross fiber friction quickly just to make sure I'm on the spot, and now I give it direct pressure. Okay, so spasms are fine. They're nothing to bring to the vet about, but we want to clear the spasm. We want to clear the blockage. So I put direct pressure with my finger. She, her eyes are open here, brows furrowed. She's reacting a little bit. And I take my pressure off to 0. And I go back again and look here now. Boom, straight up. Didn't like that. So that's it. That's enough for today. We've done enough. We'll finish on that. We'll give her a treat. Could have done a lot more, could have done a lot less, but again, we'll see her again. There'll be more sessions, and the more she trusts me and the more she gets used to it, we'll be able to do a lot more. But we did a good bit today. Arya is a great girl. She's in the prime of her life. There's nothing wrong with her. That spasm, I've made a note of that in my notes, and we'll check it out next time. But for today, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends, all of that wonderful stuff. One more treat for Arya because she's such a good girl. And yeah, another kiss. What a good girl. And that's it. I'll be back with more videos. Like, subscribe, share. Cheers, everybody.